I'm Education, and this is my Black Panther score track.
That's my beat for this week. So basically, what I did on this track was a little bit of a. I just took the vocal part of this track. I'm a big movie score person. I love movie scores. I like watching them. I like listening to. I watch movies for the score. So it's difficult for me to really dissect a movie score. And do something where I'm inspired to recreate what they created. So for me, it's like I gotta find that one-off thing in there. So what I did was I found the piece where they were chanting in the main Black Panther uh, score, I guess you could say. And so it was kind of like here, where we are right here, and it's let me see, try to play it. Can't play it. But either way, so yeah, for some reason not playing, but the main sample where it's just the vocals and they're talking, um, and they're just chanting as the whole aerial display of everything takes place. When you see the beginning of Wakanda after he talks to his dad and they're coming in, I grabbed the vocals, and what I did with the vocals was I grabbed two different sets of vocals, same thing, doubled them up. So I took one. This is the main one right here. It was just a real raw vocal. So I took that, did it a second time, but I put it into Nectar 3 so I can give it some harmony and some background sound. So I took it in here. I also did the pitch correction here. So again, Nectar 3 is something I use typically when I work with any kind of vocal sounds. This was interesting because it was a vocal sound used kind of as an instrument, so I still wanted to add it on there and put it on there. So that was kind of how I grabbed that sample piece and threw that together on there. With the bass, obviously I went to my go-to, my motor bass, and this is where we so grab that, and then I had for my drums. Obviously, I use my Playbeat plugin, program my nice little pattern in here. So we're working with this. grab that on there just to give like a little bit of a more consolidated feel to it. I didn't want it to feel like it didn't have the making of a track. So I wanted to feel like a track because I was in a vein where I was just trying to create something that sounded like, again, like the score, which was offsetting my actual productivity on the level. So I'm like, I need to make this a track instead of making it sound like the score. And so I grabbed this little this joint right here. I love my to go over the beat. And I used Labs. So I did use my VST Labs. It's a dope VST. It has a um, bunch of different stuff in there. So in the beginning of the track, you'll hear this part right here. So I just use like a little bit of the choir and strings and just play kind of like the notes of the track just to kind of build up a little intro. And that is pretty much all we did. And then in the track, you'll hear the strings and the strings in the choir as well. Again, going at each other in the middle of the track every time that the bass changes. So you hear it kind of like here. And it just goes out right there. So it's only there to accent it down when the bass changes the tone of the track, gives it more of a mysterious vibe, mysterious feel to it. And so that's really the extent of the usage of the strings in the choir, because I really wanted to keep it as minimal as possible. But that's the track. That's how I made the beat.